Hey everybody, David R. Becker here with BeckerArt, and today I want to talk to you about depth of field or lost edges in watercolor. What am I talking about? It's when a painting has lost edges, basically soft edges that are out of focus. A lot of us nowadays in watercolor, this hyperrealism action that's going on around everywhere, you don't see much of depth of field because the cameras, they're copying a photo of a camera that takes a great depth of field, where the depth of field is very high end and it's very tight, and so you're not seeing blurred. Not blurred, nothing is blurred. Everything is totally in focus. And so I want to show you some artists that do some stuff that I find amazing. And it's harder to do. To do a watercolor that's not in focus, everything in focus, is a lot harder because you have to control your watercolor to give you a soft edge. So let me just show you an artist here that one of my favorite artists, Mary White. And so if you look at this picture right here, this is a painting by Mary White, and I just saw it on her Facebook page. She just posted it, and it's phenomenal. To me, to see these soft edges, or lost edges, I should say, that are right in this area, see the arms, just kind of, and it's kind of vignetted in a way, but vignette is kind of lost edges when you're vignetting a scene. But this isn't really vignetted to per se, where the background's white and you have all the way around it blurred. No, this is a really great composition where the guy's head is in the thirds and it's in focus and very hyper realist. His face is really done really tightly, but then look at how his shoulders go into his arms, and his arms just get, as they go back, just get lost and lost edges. And that is so hard to do. Let me tell you, that is one of the hardest things to do in watercolor, is to have all this soft edge in there, to get a wash, one wash, making it soft edge, wet into wet you usually do. That's why I've been teaching you how to do wet into wet and controlling those soft edges, is because then you can do something like this where you do a soft edge. Not everybody has to do soft edges. I mean, we all have different styles, but I like to have my students try a little bit of everything and see where you want to go with your painting styles. And there's many different styles. There's hyperrealism, there's post-impressionism, and but this is a style that I really, really love, and I would like to get more of that into my work too. And so we're going to try to do a little bit that this Thursday for our paint along. We're going to be trying some lost edges. Let me just show you one more painter here who I find to be fantastic. Andrew Zorn, a master, and he was an oil painter but also did watercolors. And his watercolors are phenomenal, just phenomenal. Take a look at this one. Look at the lost edges in here. This whole arm again, the arm is lost into the background, and I guess maybe this is a really big dress. Is this a dress she's bending over? Is this the side of a bed? Is she laying on a bed? I don't know, but do you have to know everything about a painting? That's what I like about some paintings that have lost edges, because you can't quite tell everything that's going on in there, and there's a lot of blurriness to it. And something that's hard to figure out, and photographers call this boa. Bokeh it is called. So bokeh is a term for depth of field. And what is depth of field? It's keeping some things in focus that are where your center of interest is, and then things that are away from your center of interest get blurred. And so that's what we're going to try to teach you this Thursday at my paint along on YouTube. And so if you get, I'm going to put my channel up here in a second, and subscribe, and then hopefully paint along with me on Thursday, and we're going to try to do some lost edges and get some depth of field and bokeh in our work. All right, and so until this Thursday, we'll see you then. All right, bye-bye.